And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Man United agenda. And this is your Champions League, Atalanta versus Manchester United preview show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United agenda. And yes, it is your Champions League preview show. And as always, Mr. B, OMONDI, and Rebel. How are we all doing, guy? It's almost like we've been here all day.
There's a song that goes, "When will I see you again?" And I can't get rid of you guys, man.
Oh, absolutely amazing, guys. Listen, Champions League week, Man United versus Atalanta coming up on Tuesday. Must-win game, really. Last time we played against them, we went, 2-0 down. I always say it's a game or two off. Depends on what Manchester United turn up. Atalanta, though, at that point had 4 players out. They had their 2 main centre-backs out. They went 2-0 up. We end up scoring that last-minute goal, Viva Ronaldo. So it's not going to be the easiest game, guys. And also, midweek as well, Manchester United versus Tottenham or Tottenham versus Man United. We change the system. We change the formation a bit. Sort of same personnel apart from, obviously, Cavani's start. So before I go into my team, and I know my team is always right, my setup on my lineup, let's start off with first, guys. Obviously, Paul Pogba was suspended for the Spurs game. He's going to come back for the Champions League. So does Paul Pogba come back in the central of midfield instead of sort of like Bruno or Fred? Let's go to OMONDI first with this one.
Now, here's the issue here. What formation were we going to play? If we play in the 4-2-3-1, I would want Paul Pogba in the centre of midfield and ask Bruno to drop off well deep, start as a 4-3-3, strictly because we're playing away from home against a team that's very expansive and can ball and play a lot of possession in our half. So we're going to need numbers in there. So I'd do it like that. If we're playing the 3-4-1-2, I'd also put Paul Pogba in the midfield again, and he could be a bit more expansive with our play and sit and hold. It doesn't need to be bombing forward. Just hold a position because they will be coming at us again, but we'll be a bit more secure with that sort of formation. So Pogba, has to start.
Rebel?
I agree completely there with OMONDI in terms of that Pogba is going to come in. It's just simple game management that we have to start Pogba because he's obviously going to be missing for the City game. I believe his suspension still continues into that. And it's going to be a matter of managing your players' game time because what you don't want is legs that are heavy coming into the weekend. So I'd imagine if we end up playing this 3-5-3, it could be Fred that he plays for, in my view. But in the 4-2-3-1, it wouldn't be around the possibility that he tries to play Pogba in the pivot.
And your boy Pogba is back, Mr. V. He is back for this game. Where would you like to see the world-class Pogba, as I call him?
Centre mid. I don't care who he drops for him. He should be playing centre mid. The problem I've got, OMONDI, you were saying about whether or not he'll change the formation so that we don't get countered on. I just think if we play the 3-5-2, I think it invites the opposition onto us. That's the issue that I've got. And if he plays, it would be nice. I'm intrigued to see how Paul Pogba plays in the 3-5-2 because he's got protection everywhere. But not saying it gives him a freer role, but he's then able to pop up in different areas on the pitch. When he plays the 4-2-3, when he plays as one of the pivots, it's obvious, unless he's playing with Matic, that we get exposed because his brain isn't defensive. He's not a defensive minded player. That's the problem that I've got with Pogba playing in one of the double pivot in the 4-2-3-1. I would be intrigued, as I said, to see how he plays in the 4-2-3-1, because the 3-5-2, because his range of passing with Ronaldo's runs and Cavani's runs, he will find those players from deep, and that's how I would like to see him play in the 4-2-3-1, our anti formation. But I'm intrigued. Talks on here. God bless him, talking about 4-3-3. I know he's going to talk about Van der Beek as well. Ollie doesn't do those things, bruv. He doesn't do it. So I'm waiting for the rest of it. He's going to put Van der Beek in it. I know he's going to put VDB in there in a minute. But yeah.
I got to agree with Mr. B there in terms of the way that we have to kind of set up in that 3-5-2 situation. But what we're going to have then is we're going to have a pitched battle in midfield, because guess what type of formation Atalanta play? 3-5-2. And the danger I see is that their wing backs are going to pose far more of a threat than us unless we alter the perception and the duties that they are asked to perform. Because, as I said previously, Shaw and Van der Beek Shaw and Wan-Bissaka did not push forward enough during that Tottenham game when they had plenty of opportunity to do so, because Tottenham offered nothing. And this is going to be a new slate, different ball game, and it's going to require levels of increase in terms of work rate.
Just to add to that, look, we're on 6 points, they're on 4 points. If we go there, get 3 points, that knocks them out of the equation, really, for the Champions League, and gives us a great opportunity of qualifying. So I think this game is crucial, which is why I'm saying I think we should stick with the formation we had on Saturday, which will give us that security, and we'll go light for light with them almost, and then the way they exploit teams by being expansive and wide and playing in the opposition half like the way they do, very comfortable. I think we can handle that. A really interesting point, I was clapping my hands, what Mr. B said about playing the system, we're going to invite pressure and that kind of thing. So that's the only sort of dilemma that I would have. That's what's been proven before when we played Red Bull, needing a good result last season. And after about 10 minutes, we were 2-0 down or something like that. So it was really struggle to get back in the game. And then if we do go down, it's struggle to change your formation again with the 3 defenders to get them back into the game. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Coach Mr. B, I know if you were saying about Pogba, where you fit him in and everything else, I totally agree with you. But it's like if Ollie had your kahunas and your personality as a coach, I think he would tell Pogba to be disciplined. You say Pogba does this naturally, not naturally. You say to him, Pogba, today you just sit and hold and spray your balls and just be. That's what Mr. B would say. I don't see Solskjaer saying the same thing. That's why I'm saying. That's why I've got more respect for Mr. B as a coach than what I see in some professional things, setups like Manchester United. Mr. B, I rate you, bro.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the group and the formation of the group, it's not quite on a Monday of the week, but it's a slight untruth. In terms of if Manchester United were to beat Atalanta, it's not game over, because they do face Villarreal again, and they would only be 3 points at a max behind Villarreal going into that game. So it's not quite over for them, regardless of how that lines up. A draw for both sides actually would probably suit them both, because then that leaves it in their own hands in both cases. But it's not quite over for Atlanta if they do lose.
When I say it's over, I know literally mathematically it's not over, but you know what I mean. It's done. We can walk away. We've taken 6 points out of you, and we're now on 9 points, needing one more point really basically to qualify. So yeah, leaving them to fight out. We don't care about their results.
The thing for me is the hardest thing is I do not want to be. I'm telling you now, if we get knocked out and we go into Europa League, I ain't doing this channel for the whole season.
Solo.
Mr. B said that already.
Don't listen. Just don't. This was the talk before we won the last game. We're not thinking about Europa now. We're thinking about finishing the group as number 1, not finishing as 3rd. Do not put any bad vibes on this whole because we've got to come on here tomorrow, bro. Please, everything now has to be positive. Positive. You're not happy with 3-5-2, but guess what? We're positive about it. Yeah, that's what it's all positivity today. Yeah,
positivity. All right, then it's the love. It's all about the love today. No, but for me, Pogba has to come back in the system. He has to come back into the system. Whether or not giving sort of Bruno Fernandes, the undroppable Bruno Fernandes, sort of a rest or something like that, because we know that Pogba is not going to be against Man City. So I think what Ole's got to do, he's got to think smart. But we know Ole's got to think smart, but Ole is not going to think smart. Ole's going to sit there and play Bruno Fernandes and probably leave Pogba on the bench rather than dropping one of them guys. It's got
do you think really? Do you think that the substitution? As I said, I just don't think Pogba would be the substitution for Bruno. I just think it's either going to be McTominay or Fred. I don't think Pogba playing or resting Bruno for this. This is a game we need to win. Yeah. And let's be honest, Fernandes creates chances. Everybody says he gives the ball away. I don't care. Because the chances that he's creating at the moment, he's doing his job. He's doing his job. So Bruno's not the player to replace. It's either going to be Fred or wouldn't it be beautiful if we replace both of them? Yeah. For this game.
Yep. Just to say, if we do end up in Europa League, it's going to be the OMONDI Europa League preview. He'll be doing it all by himself. In terms of what we've been talking about, just one thing to actually note is Lindelof has not travelled to Italy due to picking up a knock against Tottenham. So the travelling centre backs are Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire, and Raphael Varane. He has brought Telles, so unless we see Shaw slotting into the back three and Telles being outside him.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know what, Rebel? That's a good call.
Let me do something nice for you. Guys, let us know what your team selection will be. Let's go nice. If you're liking, please like, please share, please subscribe to the Man United Agenda on the road to 1K subscribers. Once we hit the 1K subscribers, you can be in a chance to win yourself a signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt free of charge. All you got to do is subscribe. And as always, guys, I am always right.
So you're saying a back four?
Always right.
Back four, yeah?
Yep. Going back to normality. The team he's taken with him. The reason why I've done this is because obviously we know Lindelof is injured, and I can't see him playing Bailly in a free. I can't see it happening.
Yeah, but he could play Shaw. It's the same thing Rebel was saying. He's played Shaw in a 3 and then played Tellers outside him.
Did it against Red Bull.
Oh, God.
So this is my team, guys. Let's start picking my team apart now and see who we want to take out, who we want to put in. Guys, in the comment as well, please pull whoever you want out, and we'll try and read through some of the comments as well, guys, yeah? So let's start off with Rebel. Rebel, let's do this.
Matic doesn't play, full stop. I'm just going to say that straight away.
One day.
I'm going to say that I reckon that he's going to go with the back 3, and I reckon Shaw is going to be tucked in next to Maguire and Varane. I just have a sense from the squad that looking at it that it's going to be that. Tellez. And do you know what? I'm actually going to call a wild card. I think he puts Dallo ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, to be honest with you. Then in the midfield, I reckon McTominay stays in the deeper role. Pogba plays instead of Fred, and Bruno ahead of him. And I'm going to say he's not going to play Cavani back-to-back. I'm going to say he's going to play Rashford next to Ronaldo.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'll tell you what. If that's what he does, I would take it. If Rashford's playing, and it means that Shaw's going to be the third centre-back, I'll take it. I just want Rashford on the pitch. So you think that he won't play Cavani? You think he won't?
2 games.
What about Greenwood? What about Greenwood? You don't think he's going to be playing Greenwood as the other striker?
Nope.
I think on the basis of Rashford's form and goal scoring, it's the obvious choice that you play Rashford.
Rashford has to play.
That's going to be. I want Rashford to play. Can you
Rashford
imagine
has to
Rashford and
play.
Ronaldo up front tomorrow? Oh my word!
It's a difficult one for me because Ronaldo, yes, we know he can play and he wants to play in, game out. He always wants to play. He doesn't want to be dropped. My issue is we got to try and balance this up as best as we can. We've got to respect Atalanta. We have to respect them, but at the same time, we've got to try and play the team that can beat them, but also save players for the Man City game, because that's going to be a tough game, Man City. And I know, guys, it's just I'm trying to be a manager here right now.
Okay,
I'm trying to manage it.
Okay, if it's a game that you've got to win, why are you not gonna play Ronaldo? Ronaldo's banging every game he plays. If he gets the chances, he's gonna score.
My thing is though, my problem is right. Look at Ronaldo's goal and look at most of the goals he scored this season. He created them on his own. For me, is going to the thing for me is going to be for Ronaldo is for him to probably come on as a sub. At least if we are not winning the game, to come on as a sub.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Did you just say Ronaldo created his goals on his own? He's been
most of them.
Thank you. No, he's
been spoon-fed most of his goals. He hasn't created anything on his own.
Some of his goals come out of nowhere. Eye test, man. Go back, watch him.
All right, so let's talk about his goal the other day. Bruno provided that for him. Come on, Solo. I think we got a Juma of the week, a Monday of the week here.
Go on. Rebel wants to join him because I think Rebel's got me here.
Number one, I thank Monday for acknowledging the fact that it's now a Monday of the week instead of Wally of the week. So big up to Monday for acknowledging that. But Solo, in terms of Ronaldo manifesting all goals by himself, unless he's manifested the art of teleportation and is able to cross and be inside the box to receive the ball, unfortunately, he cannot do it by himself.
Listen, Ronaldo,
thank you.
We're not playing. Are we playing to Ronaldo's strength? That's what we got to ask the question.
Yes.
Now, if we play two up front, I think if he plays two up front, we're playing to Ronaldo's strengths. What he does behind, I'll be honest, I have no idea. But you got to think about. I listened to somebody I was talking to. Benzema done his running for him at Real Madrid.
Thank you.
At Juve, Dybala did his running, and
not Dybala. It was the youth, Pipo Inzaghi's. No, who's the son? The son. The wonder kid. Not what's his name? The son, who's got the new Italian superstar guy, winger. Who's played for Fiorentina.
Chiesa.
No, he's at Juve. Chiesa, yeah.
Chiesa.
Yeah, he doesn't like Ronaldo.
He doesn't run. Yeah, he doesn't like Ronaldo because Ronaldo made him run.
Exactly.
Well, this is my point. But to get the best out of Ronaldo, you need to have two. He needs to have a partner.
So if he's going to look for a partner, would say then his partner, who would be the ideal partner for him? Would it be probably someone?
Bruno Cavani. We saw it the other day.
Mm.
All right, guys, let me jump in. Let me jump in on this. As you know, I like the 3-4-1-2. All right, and especially against Atalanta, I think that's the way to go. So there's two ways. I would go Bailey. I would start with Dalot, and I would start with Telles. I put Bailey, Varane, and Maguire in the midfield. I'd also have Matic and Pogba. Okay, and then obviously you're gonna have Bruno, Ronaldo, and Rashford. That's how I'd go with it. With Cavani coming off the bench. That's how I do it. And Sancho would let him get some minutes to come in. Also, you can change it. If you're going with Solo's formation here, I would go with I would play Telles. I would keep Wan-Bissaka. Same defense. Otherwise, I'd play Pogba and Matic and Sancho. Yeah, that's the way I go. But the difference being, if we had a little mark here, I would grab hold of with my fingers right now. I'm grabbing a hold of Bruno's neck and I'm dragging him right back down into the free. That's how I do it. And I say be disciplined because this team are expansive. They will stretch you. Let's just play conservative to start with that formation.
Okay.
Can I say something? Can I ask? Sorry?
I was just going to throw this out to you on Monday. In your formation and picking Matic, the obvious pitched battleground is going to be central midfield. You're going to need fluidity. You're going to be able to need movement. Is Matic able to deal with that?
What about, explain why you need movement. I'm saying if you set up well and you position well, teams have to play through you. So why do you need movement? What you want them doing pressing?
You're going to be looking at a situation where you have 3 Atalanta central midfielders coming up on your 3 Manchester United midfielders, one of whom is Matic, who, while he has excellent reading of the game, his mobility is about as much as a inanimate carbon rod, unfortunately for us at this stage.
He's 6'4", the unit. You try. He's playing teams. This is what I'm saying. Let teams try and play through you. You know, he doesn't need to press. He can just play as an anchor man or play a little deeper. Say, invite them on. Say, yeah, play through us. They won't do that. They just pass it round. Try and pass it around him or take it wide again or take it back. As I'm saying, it's not about tackling. How many times do you see these guys tackling or you know, it doesn't happen anymore. It's all about positioning, how you set up. And I think Pat Matic is underrated. Everyone said, oh, he's over 30. He can't run anymore. You know, I don't see the evidence for that. I've asked the panel. I asked the people in the comments, where's the evidence to say Matic hasn't got the legs or can't do this job anymore? I don't see it. Show me evidence. Give me, direct me, signpost me to a game or an experience where you can say this is why Matic shouldn't play 3 games in a week or that, for example. It's all about positioning, in my opinion, and experience. So when you say about legs and everything else, that's from McTominay. And look what's happening when we're playing these guys. And Fred, McTominay, they've got legs, yeah, they can run, but they haven't got a positional. And this is what I'm saying: stick with positional, experience first, and go with that.
Someone's with you on Monday on this comment. Have a look. Vaughan.
Well, in a 3-5-2, you don't need movement in the central midfielder. You need people just staying in the box. Thank you.
There you go.
Vaughan, thanks,
Vaughan
man.
Knows it. Vaughan knows his stuff. So obviously we're saying this is technically a must-win game. We have to win the game. We've got to stay, like what Mr. B said, positive with this. Let's move this off the screen so we can see Mr. B. We've got to stay. Pardon?
Just saying hi to Mr. B. I missed him. I couldn't see his face. Yeah, I was there a minute ago. I was blocked. I was like, "What about me?
Help me! I'm here." Yeah, but looking at the team, I honestly think if we go back and revert to like the 3-5-2, I'll be happy with it. The problem I have is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't know how to stick, and that's the issue we have. We ain't got a clue what he's going to do, and dropping players. I know we're saying about the rotation. We've got the amount of players, we've got the quality players and stuff like that within the team. But it seems like if he's rotating, I'd like to see him under-rotate 1 or 2 players going into games. But with Solskjaer, knowing him, he'll go and rotate about 6 or 7 players in the game. And then that is almost like those players then who he's bringing in haven't played together for God knows how long. And we're going to go and play up against a team which is a very good attacking team as well in Atlanta. And we've got to be careful because like what Rebel said as well, even if we win it, they've still got to go away and play a few more games as well, which we can then stutter because we've got to play Villarreal again. And that could be a massive hurdle for us. It could be huge going into that game. We might need to go into a game, a must-win game. And going into a game which is a must-win game, I don't trust Ole as a manager at Man United. Don't know how you feel, Mr. B.
We keep saying it. Ole's a lucky manager. I think he every 3 months or 4 months he pulls one out of the hat. He's had his one. He's had his one now. So he's got 3 months. So he has to do it himself now. He can't be relying on that juju bag that he's got underneath his table at Carrollton because it's not going to help him. I've got a question for you guys though. If we don't win this game tomorrow and it's a bad result, regardless of the formation, are we looking at back to 3 days ago where Ole's under pressure again?
Listen, Mr. B, I ain't having that, yeah? I'm not having sort of this whole thing about with Ole. Seriously, Ole's our manager. He's there to stay.
No, I'm just asking.
There's no pressure on him. The Glazer don't care. The thing for us is finish top 4, we fine, happy. We get into Europa League, don't worry. Provided we get to the final, they're fine. We don't have to win it.
Look, let's be clear here. A few days ago, after the Liverpool result, we were there. We witnessed it. We felt the atmosphere. We knew, we had fans in our face, so vexed that they were just going for anybody, for thinking we were mocking them for trying to interview. That's how people lost their minds. We're not saying Ollie's safe. One bad result where the key performance indicators here are you've got to qualify for the next round of Champions League. If that's shaky, then there's going to be issues. Obviously, we're only 10 games in the Premiership. We're still up there. We can still get top 4. There's not really panicking just yet. We just need to sort out results. But we've only played 5 games in this group. So if we get to the stage where we lose tomorrow and then they go 1 point above us, and then Villarreal beat Young Boys, which they're supposed to do, and they go above us. Well, we're back in third, having to go to Villarreal and win at home against Young Boys, which is no guarantee, as you understand. So tomorrow is key. If I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I would be putting all my eggs in one basket and saying, don't worry about the weekend. Tomorrow, if I get through, at least I can say in the press conference leading up to the Man City game, we've got 9 points and we're looking like we're more confident. It's massive tomorrow. Every game in this series of run that we've got coming up now, game after game after game, every game is important. You lose one, it's going to be a lot of talk, negative talk again, going back to the 5-0 and everything else. We haven't even mentioned the 5-0 that often since we beat Tottenham. I don't plan to anyway. But let's go out there and beat Atalanta, because that's the most important thing right now. We have to.
No, let's just get one thing straight though. We need, when Spurs sacked their manager today, they were talking about a barometer performance. They set a bar that they expected to achieve. Manchester United signed £75 million Jadon Sancho, one of the futures of English football. They signed proven Champions League winner, 3-piece Champions League winner, Raphael Varane. And they signed the man, the myth, the legend of Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson's son from another father, Cristiano Ronaldo. At the end of the day, when you think of what they signed, along with the squad that they had coming into that, top 4 isn't the barometer that we started the season with. We started with Premier League, Champions League. We did not come here to participate. And if you are being honest about it, Ole's performance is going to be judged on getting to that Champions League final. That's what we want. We want to be in with that shout. Getting to the end of that season and being in the fight with a game to go, 2 games to go. We are not here to participate. And if the Glazers are being honest with themselves, they can get what they want out of the team, but at the same time, insist on a quality of result. If Ole changes his formation tomorrow night and gets a result, good. He's taken a managerial decision that's impacted on the result. If he reverts to type and plays 4-2-3-1 and we get nothing from Italy, then the questions go back to that Liverpool game, and you have to take into perspective the quality of Tottenham.
Yeah, good point.
You've got me silent.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, to be honest with you, because obviously I'm going to be open. I'm going to be honest. I'm confident in us going into the game on Tuesday to go and pick up a victory. I am confident. I have to be confident week in, week out, because I'm a Man United fan, so at the end of the day, for me, going there and getting the result is a key and very important. Like I'm going to keep saying, key indicator performance is going
key performance there. Indicators, KPIs.
KPIs. Going in, I should know that, shouldn't I? The KPIs, going there and getting that win, getting the victory. But at the same time, Manchester United, the players on that pitch got to respect the opposition, because this is our issue and this is a problem. Going to like Sheffield United, going to sort of like those clubs which people are saying is a smaller club and think bits and pieces like that, they're not a small club because they'll turn you over. Man United some of the players need to take that arrogancy away from themselves and go into the game, putting in a shift for that badge, because that's what it's down to. It's about the badge. It's about the fans. It's basically blood, sweat and tears for what the legacy over the decades, the years since Manchester United was formed. That's what it's all about. We're talking about the Busby Babes. We're talking about sort of Ferguson era. We're not going to talk about Ron Atkinson era. Forget that one. But at the same time, it's time to deliver. From top to bottom, it's time to deliver and deliver trophies. I know I said earlier, I don't see us winning trophies at all on the Ole. I still don't see it. But you know what? Like what Rebel said earlier, listen, if he wins it, I'll do something for charity. What it is, I don't know. But I honestly don't believe on the Ole we're going to win anything. But I've got to be positive and I've got to be confident we are going to go and we're going to get a 3-point win.
Can I just add, everything you just said there was like Ollie interview, where he didn't talk about tactics, you just cared about desire and all this kind of thing. You know, this is where we've been slacking, this is where we've been going wrong. So it's a rousing team talk. I'm getting all emotional listening to you, Errol. I really like it. I've had a tear in my eye, you know, talking about the old days and the spirit and the fighting spirit and all that kind of thing. But really and truly, it's simply, but as Rebel just said, it boils down to become a ledge by, if you pick the right formation tomorrow and you get the result, you as you did on Saturday, then you're going to be like, everyone's going to say, oh, maybe this guy's a tactical genius, you know. Or if you go there and go back to the 4-2-3-1 and we counter the game, go 2-0 down, can't get back in the game and probably lose, then it's going to be like back to the Ollie out kind of thing, you know. So it's so important. It's on a knife edge here, and it's down to Ollie's decision, not Solo. I'm not Ollie. Ollie, please don't listen to Solo's 11 this time. Let's have a real good think about it. Look at the comments, listen to all the people on the panel, and have a real think about what you're going to go with, because it's crucial out here. Crucial times.
Yeah. So, like, again, very good comment there. We're not Ole out and we're not Ole in. At the end of the day, we give ourselves a fair judgment of what's going on at the football club. That's all it is. So we're just football fans, want to give sort of passionate as well. So thank you so much for that comment. Really appreciate it. If you are liking though and you're new to the channel, please hit that share, subscribe button. Win yourself a signed Bruno Fernandes shirt once we hit 1K subscribers. We're not miles away from it. Very, very close to it, guys. So just share it with your friends, your family, and everything. We are
before we wrap up. Sorry. Before we wrap up, I just want to say to the guys, listen, we can continue, especially Saragon. I like what you said the other day in the comments. So after the show, guys, you want to continue this conversation and go back and forth. Let's talk in the comments, man. Let's have it out there, you know.
Yeah,
Saragon was the first comment today, wasn't he? The comment. Yeah. I thought I recognised that.
He talks a lot of sense, like all the guys here. I love this.
Jump onto the YouTube channel and just keep hitting the comments and we'll reach back out to you. We'll get interactive with you as well, guys. And also our community page is open as well. So we are going to be putting quite a lot on our community page. And KH, listen, we only met today. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. We will try. You talk a lot of sense. So we are going to try and get you on the channel for a few minutes in a couple of weeks' time or so. But guys, let's go score prediction. What is your score prediction? Standard for United. So let's start with on Monday. I know what your score prediction is going to be, so we might as well start off with you.
Okay, I'd love to see a 1-0 away from home, like a bit like Brian Clough in his run in Europe. Like I was watching him the other day, it's brilliant. Yeah, 1-0 away from home against Atalanta, who score against every single team. They're one of the top scorers in the Italian league for the last few seasons. They love goals. They score goals. The system's set for that. So if we win 1-0, I'll be the happiest man in this group and in the whole of happiest Manchester United fan, because I get what I wanted.
I'll get my one out. 1-1. 1-1. I'll take I will take. I think because we know that we can afford to draw, we're going to get a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1. I'll be happy with a 1-1 if we play 4-3-3.
Good shout.
Rebel?
On the basis of how I think he's going to play the game and how I'd like to play in the game, if he played 3-5-2, I think 1-1, 1-0 United is very realistic. I think he's going to revert to type. So you could be looking at maybe possibly trying to get maybe 2-2, 2-1. So, but I'm going to go positive. I'm going to say United by a goal.
And welcome.
Sorry,
Hi, George.
Sorry. What you said back to type? Are you talking about the 4-2-3-1, or just?
I think he's going to.
Tactics?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I got you. All right. Cool.
Listen, the 3-1's gone, guys. It's gone. I don't have the heart anymore for the 3-1.
What you got, Solo? What you got?
I'm going to go 2-1 United. I'm just going to
Yes.
go 2-1. I think it's going to be, we are going to go 1-0 down, and I think it's going to be a second half performance again. So it's game of 2-2 for Man United. So for me, it's going to be 2-1. And let's get some more scores in. Well, guys, yep, 3-1. Yep. That would be my normal score. Would be my normal score.
If we do them 3-1, if we do Atalanta 3-1 tomorrow,
You're going to be on Monday or Friday, yeah?
yeah, it's gonna be party time on this channel tomorrow. I tell you, I can't see us doing them 3. If we do 3-1, yeah, we're coming on here with our teeth grinning tomorrow, boy.
Who's Atlanta better than Villarreal?
Yes.
In a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say definitely. Six, but wow, okay.
I like that, George.
Big up, George.
Ooh.
Wow. Statement. So, guys, if you're watching,
Come back tomorrow, George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're watching, please like, please share, please subscribe. We are the Man United Agenda. And guys, as we said, we're no one in, we're no one out. We're just football fans trying to have a laugh and a joke and give you as best content as possible. Brilliant. Now it's all the time.
Imagine they start that in the stadium tomorrow. All down to Connor.
Exactly. There's a few more comments coming in, guys. But like I said, just get involved in the YouTube link and just put your comments there, and we'll get back to you. But that's myself, Solo 7, Mr. B, OMONDI, and Rebel. And guys, we'll be back for the reaction show. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely evening. Thank you and good night.